What is up, mobile gamers? It's Dronzer Gigs. Your eyes do not deceive you. I finally unlocked Fade, and I'm really excited to try him out. He is the Season 5 Battle Pass hero for any of you guys that don't know. And the only thing I will do is I'm going to enter the training ground and see if I need to change his auto fire off. Because I know that a lot of the heroes like Fort or Chemist or Christina, they really don't benefit from...
the captain.
Interesting. All right, you heard him. He's the captain. But he is seeming okay. The auto fire is usually a little wonky on heroes like Christina, Fort, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to see how close he has to be. It seems like he doesn't actually have to be that close. So as you can see, it's still kind of... It's not even fully on this Victor. And he... You know, it's still shooting at him a little bit, so... Let me see here. So as you can see, it does bounce a little bit. But you can't... It doesn't really... Yeah, because if you're on them, it'll kind of miss even when it fires. And, you know, he only has 2 shots in his clip. So I think I'm going to change it real quick here. And I would recommend you guys do as well. Just because usually, and I always like to look at them and make sure it's actually turned off because I do that a lot. But he is... So yeah, it looks like manual fire is definitely the way to go.
Triple
because
kill.
it, like here, watch. I'll just bounce it off the wall. See, like you couldn't. It would fire right here, but if he was like right there, I can like bounce it off the wall, and I can't even hit this guy. But I just think that that's probably the best way to do it. And I wanted to show that to you guys because I know maybe a lot of you are like, should I use auto fire on him? Because I'm not even sure if I should, and the answer is I would probably turn it off, especially with only two bullets in his gun. It's just kind of needed to turn auto fire off. I don't think that the auto fire is going to help you. I think it'll do more bad than good, if that makes sense. So it looks like we might actually get players. I'm not sure, because they changed the matchmaking system. I'm not entirely sure if you're going to get players all the time. But we're going to go ahead and select Fade. He looks pretty cool. I like his banner. Like how he looks in the banner. He does have his own banner that I don't have equipped right now. But he's looking okay. And we do also have an Iris with us. So we'll see if she stays next to us. And it looks like the enemy... Yep, they're all players because they have banner, or maybe it's because they have skins. I'm not sure how to distinguish players from bots until you actually get into the match. And I know that because they changed the matchmaking, it's not based on trophies anymore. So make sure you guys are doing this. You take your emote, your little hollow poster, and you take it and put it inside this circle, and it'll turn it on. Make sure you're doing that because I've actually already done it. That's why I'm not doing it right now, because it just kind of doesn't do anything. But I do have his passive, so we're going to just kind of run around and see what he can do. I don't know why the Iris is all the way over there on her own. Kind of weird, but I think she might actually have the whole team next to her. So there you go. He took me 2 shots to kill a half-health Gloria. And there you go. So maybe you should turn the auto fire on if you're not like a very skilled person when it comes to shooting, because they do have like an odd hitbox for how they bounce. It's actually kind of cool. We're gonna use this charge here. Oh, I got slowed down. We'll see.
Double kill.
Get the Skady here, and it looks like so once you shoot the second one, the first one will go away. So that's really cool. I like how it doesn't like. They don't stack up a bunch. Alright, we'll use our charge to see how much we can... Oh, we almost got it.
Cling on to something.
Looks excellent to use his ultimate, so I actually didn't mean to use his ultimate there. We're probably gonna die since I did that. Yeah. So I was not trying to use his ultimate at all. So basically free damage for them. He's pretty cool. I like his gun. And we're gonna see how strong he is, because when you don't stand around, I don't think he's gonna be as easy to kill, because I was just kind of standing there. So you can see they go pretty far when they bounce. They're just kind of sitting back here, so can't really do too much when I'm showing you. So get rid of his turret here, and she's already dead. Well, that's
run away from me.
as you can see, is I activated his ability, and it does take like a half second to actually come out. And so here we're gonna grab this. Yeah. So it's pretty easy to kind of move around these cannonballs if you know that they're coming.
Your team is halfway to victory.
They are just, yeah, see, they're not even, they're like all sitting in one spot. So this is kind of one of the not so good games to show you guys, but that's okay. So his charge, I do have his passive, and his charge is kind of easy to avoid, like it seems. If you charge them right when you're in front of them, it's probably a little harder to avoid. But as you can see, the actual cannonballs themselves, they do a lot. Like, that's 2,000 damage, and I wasn't even really looking in the right direction to get kills. So they're just sitting back here. This is kind of sad to see. There's a Gloria. And they bounce off stairs. Okay, that is interesting. So they did put some balancing into this to make it so that I wonder if they go. I want to. Yeah, there she is. She's to go. So it kind of goes up the stairs. And if you hit the base of the stairs, yeah, there we go. It kind of goes up the stairs a little bit. So it doesn't really go up the stairs as much as you might expect, which is very interesting. And oh, I used the ultimate. I wonder what happens when you use the ultimate and then die right after, because I was gonna try to see what it does, but it doesn't look like it does anything. I would assume she just kind of reappears, because I didn't get credit for any sort of kill. So you can still hear the shots from earlier rolling around, which is really cool. So they stay around for quite a while.
Your team is about to win.
Yep, and it is, okay, I will say it is kind of hard on the phone to actually steer him when you first use his ability. Like, if you use his ability, it's kind of hard to steer it.
Triple kill.
And maybe the Sindri will drop down. Probably not, since, oh, let's try to get the Skady here. There we go. So it looks like the Iris took the kill at the last second, but there is Fade for the first game. We didn't get MVP. We actually probably got last. Yeah, we only got like 5 kills, which, you know, when you're just trying them out. I will say, I almost feel like maybe you should have the auto fire on. So for you guys, I'm gonna actually put the auto fire on for him and see. We'll just see how it is. See how the auto fire goes, because I definitely think the auto fire isn't the way to go. But then again, like when you charge and you don't shoot right away, if you don't shoot right away, you might not kill them as fast. Because I did not shoot right away for that Skady when I first got her, and so the Iris was able to take the kill. So he's a pretty fun legend, I think. I haven't really even got to use his ultimate ability because I accidentally clicked it and put it on cooldown. And then when I finally did use it, I wanted to see how it would kind of interact. If you die, like, does it like bring them back right away? And it looks like it actually has like a set time that they stay in there, and they just stay in there and reappear, probably, is what it seemed like. Because when I used it, you saw her kind of disappear, and then I died, and then that's kind of all you saw. So we didn't get credit for the kill either, I don't think. Let me know in the comments if we did, because I miss that sometimes. I might not see it. So another Osas. I almost want to say this is the same
3, 2,
the same Osas
1.
and
Start.
I am the
Iris.
Lord.
I have no
am
idea.
the
I mean, it
commander.
might be.
I am the captain.
And you heard him again. He's the captain. So I really think that the passive is a must-have if you want to be good with him. I mean, obviously, for most heroes, that's the case. Oh wow! So it goes all the way. Interesting. Oh wow. Okay, so I thought that whatever you hit stops you, and it doesn't count characters or the rage ball. Once you hit a character, it just goes until it's a wall, which is very crazy. I did not know that. I thought it would stop at the first character, and it didn't. Very, very interesting. So you can still fire manually, of course. And so you can see that we're still doing some decent damage, but the Christina is doing a lot of damage back to us. So we will... I think if they group up, I might be able to use my ultimate on them here. Oh, I wonder if you can hold it. Can you hold it? You can, alright. So you can hold it and get a better trajectory. And I guess I must have missed there. So we missed the ultimate, unfortunately. So that kind of sucks. Because I thought the Sindri must have just dodged us. Because it did not seem... Oh, I keep forgetting his cannonballs can go upstairs. Like, that's such a weird...
Double kill.
And the tactical abilities definitely... Yep, and then again, like, just the AoE for certain characters is so good. She just wiped the whole team. Oh, and I did not mean to do that. So, he's very, very crazy. I definitely think if you get good with him, he can be like an A or S tier hero. He seems like he is really good. He's definitely super fun. He has such a different play style from the other Vanguard heroes. Like even Victor, I would say. Victor, maybe he has a similar playstyle to Kelvin as far as like...
You go all in.
Yeah, so I missed again. Probably we were going to, yeah. So they just double ult me every time I come near them, which is unfortunate, but that's just kind of how it goes. I really want to hit with the ultimate. I think the ultimate is actually like, I thought it would be really easy to hit with, but it's almost like they balanced it because you have to literally hit them exactly right. You can't hit like near them or anything like his cannonballs. So I thought that was interesting. Oh, it auto fires to the bombs that Christina puts down. Very, very interesting. I did not know that.
Your team is halfway to victory.
Oh, it's really difficult to shoot up with the cannonballs. That's crazy. I thought it would have been a little bit easier, but... Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and try to go this way. Oh, and then they're all right here when I say that, so we'll get one of them here. Yeah, so he's definitely not as strong as I first thought he was going to be on the trailer. Because, again, he has no shield. And we do have our ultimate ready. I didn't want to use it, like, right before I died, and then, like, when you use it, it goes away, even if it doesn't come out fully. Which is one of the things that happens a lot that I'm not really the biggest fan of.
Your opponents are halfway to victory.
So let's see if we can... Oh, she hit again. I want her to come out so that we can... Here, let's use the charge. The charge has such great range, it'll get you in there.
You better cling on to something.
Yep, and I missed the ultimate again. That's crazy. So I didn't think I was even gonna miss the ultimate. And so, okay, it got the Sindri, but not the Christina. The hitbox on his rush is crazy. So I do have his passive to come back faster. I'm thinking the auto fire is actually not the way to go. It's kind of annoying me actually, so we're gonna lose. But I'll turn the auto fire off real quick. Because it's shooting when I don't want it to. So even though it doesn't shoot right away, because you have auto fire on, if you charge them, it'll shoot right away if you have auto fire, which is nice. But I would rather like do that manually, because the auto fire is definitely not. It is shooting when I don't want it to, because I would definitely wait like a half a second more to kind of time my shots a little better. So that's the auto fire, and I definitely don't recommend it. I thought it'd be good for kind of putting his charge together, but it's not as good as I thought it was. So same map. Hopefully we don't get the same people that we got in the last match, which it's fine if we do. But I do want a little bit of variety, so hopefully it's not bots either, so we will swing over and pick Fade, and then wait a little bit. So like I said, definitely the biggest tip is don't use auto fire. Like it has a weird rhythm to the way it fires his shots. And for anybody that's actually good at the game, they're gonna hate it because it doesn't do what you want it to all the time. The only other tip I can think of so far is obviously don't use his charge if you're going to try to turn a tight corner with it, because it doesn't turn very well, but I mean, most people probably aren't going to use it like that anyway. Take a guess at what he's going to say.
2, 1, start!
I am the Lord, I am the Commander, I am the Captain!
You heard him right there. Such breaking news, he's the captain. It's just funny. I mean, it's better than Zero Kelvin. He always says, like, so much stuff, and it's always really stupid stuff, too. So, we're gonna kind of... I almost feel like he should be played in, like, a semi-flanker-esque. So, it looks like she can't really dodge as much. Is the... Oh, okay. I was like, I just killed her. How is the Rage Ball still shooting me? But it turns out it was Kazuma. That is probably one of the better counters to Fade, but nobody picks Kazuma anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about people picking the counter pick on you. Unless, like, during the second round they see that you're Fade, and then they choose that they're going to go Kazuma in the next round. So I know that these guys are up here, but I don't know. Every time I use my ultimate, I miss. So, yeah, there we go. I knew they were going to push once they saw us coming up the stairs. Okay, so she... That's so weird. It doesn't have, like, a projectile. Like, I just shot it and I didn't see anything come out of the gun. So... That's definitely difficult because I feel like you need a projectile that you can see to know if you hit it. Because, like, I hit it and I was like, it didn't seem like it did anything. So I'd assume I missed, but... I am so surprised that the ultimate is that hard to use. But it does make sense, because the ultimate is absolutely busted. I mean, his ultimate might be one of the best ultimates in the game. So we're probably actually going to die here if they all three push us at the same time. Because we are... Oh, the Rage Ball. And I missed. I hit the Rage Ball instead, so... I keep hitting the tactical button and going after the Rage Ball because I'm like, oh, I'll destroy the Rage Ball real quick. And then it just goes right through it and you're like, oh. Yeah, that was real useful there. It's all about intimidation. I'm just intimidating her. I'm like, see this? If this Rage Ball was actually interactable, you would have been dead. So, we just keep getting the scaredest teams. Normally I don't like go into people's spawn, but they just like won't leave. They are just sitting in here. Okay, he uses ultimate, which is fine with me because it's not gonna actually do much. I'm just gonna wait for him to land. Well, okay, so we're like the only. Oh, ultimate! It worked. There we go. Okay, dang! I died. Ah, dude! Oh my god, that's so stupid. I finally got to use it and hit the ultimate right, and then good old Hunter killed me before I could use it. That sucks. So I'm actually not sure if you can... I'd assume you just hit the shoot button after you've captured them.
Don't even try.
Interesting. So it's very easy to run away. Hunter's a super fast boy, and he still got us before the charge came out, so... Yeah, they have kind of like the perfect counters, because Hunter can just sit back and I can't rush him because he'll kill me, since I don't have a shield, and then Kazuma can just fly around and be a nuisance. Haven't really encountered the Sindri that much, except for her drone. Her drone's obviously doing a lot of damage. This is such a boring team to face. Like, the fact that they're just sitting in their spawn is so... It's like the reverse of toxic, if that makes sense. So, because I want to go and try to charge him, but he won't come out.
You better cling on to something.
Oh, see, the ultimate didn't... That is crazy. I don't know if I missed or if her ultimate blocks mine. That I'm gonna have to do... I'm gonna literally have to go and do some testing with the ultimate. Because I swear I hit her. She was right in front of me. That is crazy. I wish that the ultimate was... like it had a projectile. So there you go. 1 kill, 6 downs. He's super broken. Best hero in the game. So, I'm just kidding. He's not that good. He's definitely good. If I had like a PC, I think he'd be really, really strong. Because the aim on the ultimate is difficult. At least for me on my phone, because it's such a small screen. And his charge does not do as much turning as I thought it would. I thought his charge would be a lot easier to maneuver with, and it's not. But let me know what you guys think of him if you have him yet. And, you know, let me know what else you guys might want to see on the channel in the comments, because he's super cool, super fun. I think I just need to... If I could hit with his ultimate, I think he'd be like A tier. Because he's really good. The cannonballs and the charge are awesome. But I feel like every time I hit with the ultimate, I just hit the button and nothing happens. And it's very hard to aim because it doesn't seem like it has a projectile. At least on my screen, it doesn't seem like there's a projectile that comes out of the gun as much as I would like there to be. Because it's hard to aim. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That is the Season 5 Battle Pass hero, Fade. I'm obviously the worst player with him, but I think he's really strong if you are good at the game, and I'm not. So, have a good one. Peace out.